So good morning, learners. This is going to be our first video in Biology 2016. So Biology Paper 1. Biology Paper 1 carries a maximum of sometimes 30 questions, 23 or 27 or 24, just ranging between 30. But they are short questions. They are not structured questions like Paper 2 questions. So if you're watching our channel for the first time, take time, subscribe, you share and you like, and you also share with your friends. So our first question is going to be on Biology Paper 1 2016, where we are talking about state two ways in which the muscles of the heart are special. How special are the muscles of the heart? This is a very important question, and you must know that this is a Form 2 question. This is a Form 2 question, so it's very important that you know that this is a Form 2 question, especially in transport in animals. And there are different ways in which the muscles of the heart are special. The muscles of the heart are not like any other muscles. We have the muscles of the stomach, we have the skeletal muscles in the bone, but for the heart, they are very special. And there are several reasons why they are special. Number one, I'm going to be noting here, they are myogenic. They are myogenic. This means they initiate their own contraction. They initiate their own contraction. They initiate their own contraction. So that is the first reason. They contract without them being initiated by anything. They just contract and relax by themselves. So the second reason you can also give concerning these muscles of the heart, we're also going to be noting it here so that we don't get so the second reasons why the muscles of the heart are special, we can say they contract continuously without fatigue. They contract continuously without fatigue. That means they never get tired, not like the skeletal muscles which gets tired and you experience some muscle cramps. The muscles of the heart, they contract continuously without fatigue. They never get tired. And then lastly, you can also say they are intercalated. They are intercalated. Intercalated. They're intercalated. This means they are interconnected. Interconnected. So that is going to be our first question. We go to that is 1A. If you go to 1B, you are asked name two types of muscles found in the following organs. The first one is the stomach. The muscles found in the stomach. The type of muscles that are found in the stomach are called smooth muscles. Smooth muscles, which you can also call visceral muscles. Visceral muscles. So those are the types of muscles that are found in the stomach. The bones have their own special type of muscles, which are called skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. Those are the muscles that are found in the bones. That is very important that you note that. So if you come to question 2, you are asked, why are plants able to accumulate their waste products for a long time? Most plants are usually capable of accumulating their waste products for a long time, and there is a reason for this. The first reason why plants accumulate their waste products for a very long period of time is because most of their products are harmless. So you'll write most of their waste products are harmless. That means they are not toxic. Okay. Means not toxic. Not like the ones for plants, for animals, which when they accumulate to a certain level, they become very toxic. The second reason, most waste products are converted into harmless products. So this is what you'll also meet in some book being called they recycle their waste products. That means they convert them from toxic substances to useful substances, like the rubber, the oxalate. Very important. So when you go to question 3, you are asked, state the importance of tactic response in members of Kingdom Productista. So you must know the difference between tactic. There is tactic. A tactic means movement. This is a movement response. Okay? And then we have tropic. They are also tropic. This is a form 4 question, response and coordination. Tropic is a growth response. So when you asked about tactic response, tactic response is a movement response. In short, you're being asked, why do members of Kingdom Productista move? Okay? There are reasons why they usually move. And they usually move especially when they realize that the environment is very harsh or unfavorable. So they move towards favorable environments. Okay? So your reason there will be, you'll say, to enable them to move favorable environments, especially when they realize that the environment is very toxic. They move to favorable environment to avoid harsh conditions. Okay, so that is important. You need to note that. And then we go to question 4, where you are asked, name one defect of the circulatory system in humans. And it's also important that you know members of Kingdom Productista. There are several. You can talk about euglena. You can also give an example of paramecium. You can also talk about chlamydomonas. You can also talk about spirogyra. These are all members of Kingdom Productista. So question 4, we are asked, name one defect of the circulatory system. So you must know what is defect. Defect means disorder, which is also called a disease. So we talk about defects of the circulatory system. One defect of the circulatory system is like a disease of the circulatory system, and one of them is called varicose veins. This is a form 2 question, transport in animals. Varicose veins. Then you can also talk about arteriosclerosis. The spelling has to be very correct. In biology, spelling is very essential. Arteriosclerosis. Then you can also talk about thrombosis. And you must know that there are 2 types of thrombosis. There is coronary thrombosis, which mostly affects the coronary artery. When I talk about coronary artery is found in the heart. Coronary artery is the one that supplies oxygen and nutrients to the heart. And then we also have coronary vein that removes waste products of metabolism from the heart. So we have coronary thrombosis, and then we also have cerebral thrombosis. This mostly affects the brain, because this word cerebral comes from a word called cerebrum, a part called cerebrum, which is found in the brain. So thrombosis involves clotting of blood. Talk about coronary thrombosis. This is where the blood will be clotting in the coronary artery of the heart. When we talk about cerebral thrombosis, this is where the blood will be clotting in the cerebrum, in the brain. That is very important. You can also talk about hypertension. So hypertension majorly means high blood pressure. You know, hypertension is caused by high intake of salts. Take high intakes of salts, you're most likely to suffer from hypertension and also fats, because they go and clog the arteries, resulting to high blood pressure. So this is going to be the first part of our questions, question 1 to 4, and then I'm also going to do another video which is going to cover from 4B proceeding. So I'm going to upload this first, and I'm doing this for the sake of uploading. Thank you very much. I'm doing another video that is going to cover from 4A until we finish this paper. Thank you very much. I'm kindly asking you to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you.